Well, hello everyone. My name is Mitchell Mander, and today we are going to be doing another impressions video on the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. This time around, we are going to be covering episode 132, which is simply titled Overcome Decidueye. Easy title. So this was a pretty decent episode overall. So before I start, there's something I actually forgot from the last week's episode, in which at the very end, Rowlet ran into a Wingull, and it told him to essentially talk to his family, which is the Toucanon family, as I call it. And it went over and talked to them, and in this episode, the Toucan family came over to where Rowlet was at. So that was a nice touch that I wish I would have noticed when I was doing my impressions video last week. But anyways, before we get into that whole thing, I do like that at the beginning, Ash's friends were pretty much doubting his ability to win against Hau with Rowlet, seeing as it's going against its final evolution. But yeah, this isn't the first time the anime's done something like this. We've already seen it plenty of times, Pikachu versus Raichu, for example. So yeah, this is nothing super unique, but it is a David versus Goliath type of battle. So this should be interesting. And yeah, so what I do like is when the Toucanon family does show up, it is actually Toucanon is trying to teach Rowlet Feather Dance, which is really going to be an effective move for this battle since it weakens the opponent's attack. So yeah, that should actually come to aid Rowlet in this battle. So yeah, I do like that it's training Rowlet right before the match. And I also like the little costume that the Pikipek gave Rowlet. It does remind me of a certain Pokemon from the previous series that got a similar type of costume, only to be humiliated in his match. So, oh boy. I don't think that's going to happen this time around, but yeah, that it kind of gives me some bad memories from a certain series that shall not be named. Anyways, now while it was short, I did appreciate James versus Gladion. It wasn't too bad of a battle. You would think that Gladion would waste James within like 30 seconds, but him and Marini actually put up a pretty good fight, and their bond creates their Z move and makes it powerful. Though Gladion counters it with his own Z move, the Continental Crush, and cancels it out. And I do like the attention to details where Nanu remembers that Ash did the same exact thing when he used Black Hole Eclipse and Ash used Continental Crush. So that was a nice touch, and I really like the callback there. And of course, Gladion wins. And I do like the fact that even though Jessie was kind of hounding on James to win this match, she actually didn't get too upset at him at the end, and that they would find another way to conquer the Alola region. So yeah, I do like that. I mean, of course, Jessie does this each series, so it's not really much of a surprise. So, yeah, now then we get into Ash versus Hau. Now, I find it funny. Now, this was a very brief battle, and that will be finished in next week's episode. I do find it funny that they both exhausted their Z moves early in the match, and they both missed. But I will say that Decidueye's Z move was pretty nice to look at. Of course, all Z moves look nice most of them at least, look nice at first before it gets kind of old. But I think this is probably the only time we're going to see Decidueye's Z move used. So, yeah, unfortunately. But anyways, I like that Rowlet dodged it at the last second using its costume as a substitute. Like, I don't know, technically that should be a violation of rules, but, I'm not going to give the anime too much crap for that. But anyways, the episode ends on a cliffhanger, and I like it when episodes end on cliffhangers, because it gives the next episode a certain amount of hype. So hopefully they deliver in the next episode. Now, I will say this. One thing that I know that is an issue with this league is, while I do like that the writers are giving a lot of focus on all the people, all the trainers, I should say, that are in each match, because they don't usually do that, considering what happened in the previous series. I like that they're actually focusing on each match, even if they are brief. I do like that. But unfortunately, because they have so much limited time with each character in each battle, it really limits the interactions and limits the amount that they can do. And with that being said, the training session that Rowlet had with Toucannon was really too short. They made this a focus on the episode, and it really was only a part of it, unfortunately. And I feel like it should have been a bit longer. Also, Ash's interaction with How at the beginning, before their match. I mean, it is nice, and it adds a little bit of insight to How's character, just a little bit. I'm just not feeling their rivalry. I really feel like this should have been built up more. Unfortunately, they just didn't give How the screen time he deserved. So yeah, that's a little disappointing. So I'm hoping maybe they can give some slight development to How. I know they were talking in the preview. They were talking a little bit with Hala talking about his grandson. So maybe they can have like a flashback or something, because I really think they desperately need to give How something, because I'm just really disappointed with how was handled in the anime. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and initially I was thinking about giving this episode a 7 out of 10, but I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10, because I do think the positives outweighed the negatives. But this probably wasn't my favorite episode, so hopefully next week's episode is a little bit better. But it's not the worst League episode. So, guys, what do you guys think? Did you like this episode? Did you not like it? What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I've got about 8 subscribers as of the recording this video, so I could use a few more subs. Still a small-time channel, so... And I do plan on making videos outside of the impressions videos. It's just that I want to focus on this since the league's going on right now. So once the league's over, I'll probably move on to some other things. But right now, impression videos. So with that being said, this video is over. So I will talk to you guys next time. See you next week.